Whenever I'm feeling low, I look around me and I know there's a place that will stay within me. Wherever I may choose to go, I will always recall the city, know every street and shore, sail down the river which brings us life, winding through my Singapore. And that was a song written by Kit Chan. It's called Home. It was being played every year during National Day in Singapore, 9th of August, the 29th of January 2022. This song just came into my mind as we have another 20 minutes remaining to Singapore. As I was touching down, I pulled out my phone and I wrote down this message for myself just so I can remember and record down that exact moment. It has been almost 2 years since coming back here. I miss home, where largely I miss my mother and my brother. The power of kinship and family is so strong. So many things happened in the last 2 years. COVID, burnout, depression, previous company, going for a long hike to Santiago, and lots of healing of my body and my mind. Packing out my apartment and leaving that place where I call home for almost 3 years. Life happened. I see her, Singapore, dotted with lights, even at the early hours before dawnbreak. The countless ships that dotted around Singapore, I feel so emotional. I'm looking forward to be home, to spend some quality time with my mom and my brother, and to continue to work on my dream. I am home. That was written on the 28th of January 2022, 10:35 p.m. Berlin time, and 29th of January 2022, 5:36 a.m. Singapore time. There you go. That was me on that day itself.
D'où viens-tu et quelle est ta nationalité? Woher kommst du und was ist deine Staatsbürgerschaft? Where are you from and what's your nationality? And these are the questions that always been asked. I recently had a French class and the teacher was asking me these two questions. And I was wondering, where exactly am I from? Where do I call home? And sometimes these are the questions that can be really tricky because you might be born in one place but you grew up in the other, and you also spend many years of your life as an adult or teenager overseas and somewhere that's away from where you were born or where you grew up. And that's exactly my case as well. I basically answered that je viens de Taiwan et je suis allemand, but the teacher was laughing because he could not understand why that's possible. But it is possible, especially during this globalized world. So many of us are born in different locations and at the same time grew up in different locations. So there's always parts of us scattered from those areas. So I suppose that depends on how you answer the question relative to whom asked the question. Schönen guten Morgen. Today is the 31st January 2022 and it is a Monday. It's about 11:56 a.m. almost noontime. Today is actually Chinese New Year's Eve. A lot of people are actually still doing the last minute shopping and preparation for tonight's dinner because that's when all the Chinese family or family who are celebrating Chinese New Year will gather together, you know, with their family members, cousins, aunties, uncles, and then do this celebration, welcoming to the new year. I just went for a haircut, which I find fabulous. My brother was with me this morning and we had a really good cut. We've known this hairdresser of ours since we were really young, and every time I come back to Singapore, we'll just go for it. And he always make time for us, and he calls himself an artist, which I really like it a lot. He kind of look how your hair looks like, your hat, and then give a very appropriate hairstyle. And that's something that I never really can find in Germany because the hair structure that I have, like most of the German hairdressers, I don't really understand that. So the way they cut it is not to my liking. That's one thing I find like a luxury every time I come back to Singapore. So I was just kind of preparing for tonight's dinner, which will be really exciting because we're doing hot pot. I'm looking forward to that as well. Just had some lovely chat with my brother and my mum. And what interesting about it is after the haircuts, I went to the market, so there's full of people. I want to get some bean curds and some coffee. And I think ordering coffee in Singapore is the best representation of Singlish, the local colloquial here, because you just have to understand how you can order that. It's a bit similar to the Italian language when you order coffee there. For instance, teh si siu dai. Teh means tea. Teh si siu dai means like less sugar. You have another one called kopi o kosong. Kopi means like coffee. O means black in Hokkien, I think. Kosong means with nothing. It's like Americano in the Western world when you want to order like black coffee or long black without any sugar in it. So that captures the whole essence of Singlish in terms of ordering the coffee there. And that's very interesting. Yeah, you should definitely check it out. That's about it for now, and I will keep you guys updated. Assalamualaikum. Ciao. Schönen guten Abend. It's about 7:44 p.m. right now, and we're just prepping. We're just starting off the Chinese New Year Eve dinner. So we're having hot pot today, which is really, really amazing. Let's have a look. So that's Mom. Hi. Mom's taking photo.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Chinese New Year.
Happy Chinese New Year.
Today is Chinese New Year Eve.
除夕，今天是除夕哦，然后我们就在这边围炉了。然后呢，就有分素食，还有分吃荤的嘛，对不对？然后呢，就准备开动啦。然后今天就非常非常的开心。老妈，你觉得怎样？来，
太开心了，2年没有家族的聚会了，太开心了。
好。
年年有余，
年年有余，
甜甜蜜蜜，
甜甜蜜蜜。
Sometimes home is not absolute. It is not purely defined by your passport, where you grew up, nor the place you were born. Home is where the heart is, where experiences, routines, and connections meet. That's my home. That's my Singapore. How about yours?